Growing up was hard for her. She was a shy bookworm who just never fit in. It was hard to make friends. She could never even really establish an identity. Well, that's not the case anymore. You see, Jean's changed a little since that picture was taken. So here's one more look at the old picture of Jean. And here is the new Jean. Come on out here, Jean. What size is your waist? What is that waist?
Ooh, I think right now it is probably about 22 inches.
22 inches?
Yeah, if all the way closed, it would be about 19 inches.
Can we see your hand for a second? Hold up your hand. What? Yeah, turn it like that. What are those?
Claws, finger claws. They're made by Axel in New York City. A friend of mine gave them to me, and love them. I have a lot of fun with them.
What can't you do with those?
Oh, jeez.
You can't type.
Well, I can't type, but I can pick my nose and pierce it at the same time.
We got to show you some pictures. The change is amazing. Here are a couple of sort of before pictures of Jean. Look at, did you believe this? Okay, this is before. This is... So, you never fit in, shy, bookworm, geeky sort of?
Well, I moved around a lot.
How many different schools did you go to when you were growing up?
17 between kindergarten and senior year.
17 different schools? Why?
Yeah.
Why were you moving so much?
We had various reasons, usually job-related or, you know, what have you. And I respect every reason we had. I'm glad we did now.
How did you look like? What was the problem with how you looked back then to you?
I was overweight. Ear-to-ear zits.
Well, you're here to see your uncle who you have not seen in how many years?
Oh, in 6 years.
In 6 years?
And he's from Texas.
Okay.
And a lot of my family's from Texas. I'm half Texan, half hillbilly.
But you moved, right?
Yeah, I moved around a lot, but those are still the roots.
You moved to the big city?
Yeah, New York City.
You have not seen him in 6 years, your uncle, right?
I haven't seen him in 6 years. And he was my favorite uncle.
Okay, and he has no idea that you've changed like this. Okay, why don't you go back through the blue door? We want to hide you for a second while we talk to your uncle. Okay. Just be careful, don't do anything. It's gotta hurt. That looks like it hurts. Now, Uncle Don is backstage. Now, Don says that he remembers his niece as being shy, withdrawn, and very conservative. Here's Uncle Don. Hey, Don. So, Don,
hi.
Tell us about your niece. How do you remember her?
Oh, well, to do anything for her.
You say she was very conservative?
Well, you know, you say conservative. I say, well, she was raised country.
Yeah.
You know, because we lived in the country.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, you can say conservative.
Honor roll student?
Oh, yeah, straight A's. I thought she was going to be one of the first ones in the family to go to an Ivy League school or even MIT, because she was super smart.
Well, that's not exactly.
Or is super smart.
Yeah. Not exactly the direction she went.
Ma'am?
I said that's not exactly.
It's not?
No, she's not.
Well, I know, but...
Did she like attention? You know she looks different. I mean, you know that.
Well, no, she never did like attention.
Yeah.
Well, she paid her attention mostly to books. She read a lot, and, you know, like I said, she always made straight A's, honor roll, and...
Church every Sunday?
Good Baptist little girl.
Okay. Well, look right there. Here's the way you remember her. Take a look at this picture right in front of you there. This is the way that you remember your niece, Jean.
That's my sweetheart.
It's been 6 years since you've seen her. Jean, come on out and say hi. She's right here.
Just a little bit.
You think, Uncle Don?
Well, she's still my little girl.
Oh.
I love her to death.
That's nice.
Okay, do you get a lot of dates the way you dress?
What I get a lot of are, I get guys that'll look at me and they'll tell their friends they like me, but they won't talk to me. So I think I don't really get a lot of dates. I think I'm a little scary for some guys.
Are they afraid of you or something?
Yeah.
Did you start listening to other music or different kind of friends or what?
Actually, I started actually getting into punk in the 80s, and I'd listen to like the Dead Kennedys and the Black Flag and Sex Pistols way late at that point.
Don, do you know who the Sex Pistols are?
Music.
I know what a pistol is, but not a sex pistol.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
Right on.
It's a band. Don't worry, Don. It's a band. I don't want you to freak out or anything.
Oh, okay.
Now, I want you to take a look at this old picture. This is our next guest, okay? That's an old picture of Dusty. Now, Dusty says that between the bad acne, the chunky body, and the thrift store wardrobe, he was a complete loner growing up. He now has a much more distinct look. Here's another look at that old picture of Dusty, okay? And here is the new Dusty.
What the hell happened to you, man?
Hey, I got contacts, you know?
Yeah. You're just so freaked out. This lady, you're from Jamaica, aren't you? Stand up. What do you want?
Were you abducted as an alien?
No aliens.
How do you go? We got to show some pictures again. This is absolutely amazing. Let's go back a little bit. Look at the former pictures of Dusty. Is this you? Is this you right here?
Oh, that's my first day of high school.
This is you in high school.
That's graduation.
You have a friend backstage that hasn't seen you in 6 years. Wow. You people. Doesn't anybody see that as creative? Do you not see that as creative?
Is this a transgender that you're going through, or?
Oh, no. This is purely for shock value. I do it, you know, when I go out, stuff like that.
You're not hurt by the reaction. There's some groaning and moaning and all that.
Oh, look at them. I wouldn't be caught dead in what most of them are wearing.
We couldn't interest you in a nice blue button-down shirt, probably. Huh?
I have a shirt kind of like that, but I wouldn't wear
I'm just wondering, what is that on your head? Is that like embedded in your head, or?
Oh, I'm not a fool. No, they're super glued on. I just glue things to my head. Not hot glue, super glue.
Because we had a guy once on the show, I don't know if you saw him, that had spikes like implanted in his head, okay? How do you get that off, though?
Oh, you just rip it off.
Yeah, you okay? Yes, yeah.
What's up with the eyes?
Oh, just white?
No, I mean the pupil situation.
It's just contacts, white contacts.
Oh, interesting.
Now, see, I like what she has on. I like the little leopard thing. That's cute.
Oh, you're wearing, wait a minute. So you were a loner and a geek in school.
Yeah, I always did my own thing, but, you know, I had to do it by myself because I lived in a small town, and people were just, you know, they didn't really like me that much because I was kind of weird. So I just did my own thing and hung out by myself, read books a lot.
How did it start for you? I mean, what was the progression?
Well, the big thing, my parents always, Halloween was a big season. So we always did big Halloween, and so I just kind of took it from there.
Yana is here to see you. She has not seen you in, what, about 6 years?
Yeah, I saw Yana at her wedding.
Okay. She has no idea that you're going to look like this. All right.
Yeah.
Why don't you go on back through, go on back through that door. Take your time. Well, Yana says that she remembers Dusty as having really bad acne, being really geeky, and just not fitting in. Please welcome Yana. would you have? Would you? God. You've described him as sort of a geek. Didn't fit in with everybody. Sort of geeky, outsider, I guess.
Yeah, he had blonde, spiky hair, acne. He wore strange clothes.
Yeah. Oh, you have no idea what strange clothes are until you see him now. Let me show you an old picture so you can remember what Dusty used to look like. Here's the before picture.
Okay.
And you probably want to stay sitting down for this one. He's right behind you. Come on back out here, Dusty. So, Yana, those spikes are super glued, so I don't want you to worry too much about that. What do you think? That because everybody's had a different reaction to him. What is your reaction?
Why?
Why? Is it just too freaky for you? Because some people, and I see the creative side and the artistic side of this, but you don't quite see that maybe.
We don't have any of this where I live.
Yeah.
Which is where I live, so I had to change it.
We have a lot more show, and hey, by the way, our house band today is Eric Hamilton Band. When we come back from break, he says, if there was a preppy handbook, my picture would have been in it, and now he looks like this. Okay? His old classmate says he was the guy who always had the sweater tied around the neck. Wait till he sees him when we come back. Guys, take us a break. Wouldn't your mom or your dad say you're not leaving the house like that?
Let's get real! On the next Jenny Jones.
Tomorrow.
Are you upset because another woman keeps calling, paging, or hanging out with your man, but your boyfriend says she's just a friend? If you want to confront the woman who's calling your man, but she says she's just a friend, call 312-836-9457.
Okay, that's Eric Hamilton Band. Take a look at a picture of our next guest, okay? Here is Andy. Now, when Andy looked like this, he says he was anything but a jock. In fact, he was considered a bit of a geek. Well, he could not look any more drastically different than that picture. Please welcome the new Andy. Are you going to be nice? I told you people. I said, well, let me go to a nice guy first. It looks like a nice guy.
Yeah, do you consider yourself weird by dressing that way?
I consider myself fabulous.
I don't think so.
Yeah, well,
Is this something you do just by night, or are you strictly, I mean, is this like a 24 hours a day thing? This is all day long? Are you more conservative during the day?
I'm a makeup artist by trade. However, I go to parties like this. We go to clubs often.
yeah. This was, you're here to see someone you've not seen in 6 years, Dan, right?
Danny, yes.
Who doesn't know that you look like this.
No,
He thinks
no.
you're going to look like the picture.
No, he would know that I didn't look like that, but he doesn't have any idea.
Mm-hmm. You shop at the same store as Dusty, don't you, for those stockings?
Dusty and I shop together,
Yeah.
yes.
I think you guys look fine. I mean,
Thank
I
you.
don't see any difference.
And your
in it.
earrings are lovely.
The only thing I want to know is where you guys get your wardrobe and stuff. 'Cause
I made this. Okay. I made
Are
this
you
to celebrate. Yeah. I'm celebrating the Chinese New Year.
Yeah.
It's for the Chinese New Year, so.
You also did Dusty's makeup, you said before
Yeah,
the show.
and I made his chainmail dress. Yeah.
You made the chain thing. Wow. We got to show you some before pictures. Look at some before pictures of Andy, and then we'll go to some after. Take a look.
Siskel and Ebert. All right. You go.
Work it.
All right, so it's been 6 years. Why don't you go back, but be careful when you walk because it looks hazardous with those heels.
Precarious.
Take your purse. Walk backstage. Love that. Okay. We're going to hide Andy for a second. While we get ready to bring Dan out, we'll bring Andy back in just a minute. Now, Dan is backstage. He is Andy's former neighbor. They basically grew up together. And now he says, back in those days, Andy was a preppy. He was sort of obnoxious. He was wimpy. Well, he's in for a surprise. Please welcome Dan. Hey, Dan. So, you know, Andy's backstage. Looks a little different than the last time you saw Andy.
Sounds like it.
He was we heard that he was sort of a preppy. Would you call him a preppy?
Oh, yeah, Jenny, he was the biggest prep. I mean, he even had, like, the handbook. He went by it. He almost lived by it like it was his Bible. I mean, he wore the penny loafers, and he had to have the pennies in him just straight. He wore the sweater wrapped up around his neck.
You said he was a wimpy kind of a guy? Did he get beat up?
He got beat up. My sister beat him up. He usually brought it all on himself, though. I mean, he was just real obnoxious, and it was funny. He couldn't, you know, he couldn't back it up, but he sure dished it out, and so he was just real heavy.
King of the loser group?
Oh, definitely. I mean, they thought they were really cool because they were so different.
Okay.
You know what that means in high school.
Take a look at Andy the prep one more time. Look at the before picture. This is the way you went to school with him. 6 years later, come on out here, Andy.
You are scary. Win.
So what do you think, Dan?
What do you think?
He's changed.
Yeah. Did you have any idea this is the direction he was headed?
No, Jenny, I always knew he was a little light in the loafers, but I never thought I mean, he's all walking on air now. I never thought he'd be quite like this.
Does the family accept how you've changed?
Oh, they don't care.
They don't mind?
No.
You can borrow your mother's dresses. No, but you make your own. You make your own. Let me introduce our next guest. This is a guy named Donald. Now, here's what Donald looked like when he was a kid. See this picture? Now, when he looked like this, he says he was really preppy, had bright red hair. He says that people used to call him names like David Koresh and Lizard Boy. Yeah. Well, he doesn't look like that anymore. Here's Donald. Why Lizard Boy when you were in school?
Well, one of the girls in my class, she said I looked like a lizard.
Yeah.
So she just kept on calling me Lizard Boy. And I used to get really irritated. And then she'd fling ziti at me at lunchtime. It was so like every day, like on Tuesday, it would be ziti across the table and like smack me in the face.
It's hard to imagine you in khaki pants and loafers, but that is how you used to dress,
Yeah,
right?
khakis, Reeboks, button-up shirts, sweaters.
Yeah.
It took me 20 minutes every day to do my hair. I would gel it up and like blow dry it every day.
And then where did the change come from?
It was like a slow evolution. It was like I just decided to grow my hair longer. I got a nose ring.
Did music influence you at all?
Yeah, actually it did. I started listening to a lot of Skinny Puppy and The Cure, some Ministry.
Yeah? Yeah, oh yeah, I know that. I know that, Dan. We got to show you some pictures. Take a look at some, some former pictures. Amazing.
What did you do to your teeth? Did you do them like that or what?
They're dentures.
Oh, more than we...
I had a dentist mold them for me, and to my teeth.
Okay. Why don't you go backstage now, put your teeth back, Go back to there. We're going to hide you for a second while we get ready to bring out your friend Carolyn. 3 years, right? It's been 3 years.
3 years.
Okay.
I haven't seen her since high school.
Okay. All right. So it's been since high school. Carolyn is backstage. She says that when she thinks of Donald, she just can't forget his red hair and freckles. She hasn't seen him in 3 years, but says he always dressed very neatly and very properly. Please welcome Carolyn. So tell us about your geeky friend Donald.
Donald was very straight cut, always had his shirt tucked in, very preppy. He had this hair, this bright red hair. It looked like he dyed it red. No one believed him that. He always had, well, he used to, towards the end of high school, he got contacts. We had these glasses that were just huge and thick, and we all made fun of him. Remember when, like, the David Koresh thing was going on? Like,
did you call him that?
I didn't call him that. I have a few friends that did.
Let me show you a picture. See if this is the way you remember him. Is this the way you remember Donald?
Yes.
Sort of the red hair? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, you might want to turn around and look at that blue door right now. Come on back out, Donald. Did you get a vampire bite?
Yes, I did.
How's Donald look there?
A lot different than what I remember.
Yeah?
Carolyn was great in high school, though. She never made fun of me. She never picked on me.
No, honest, I didn't. I said I didn't make fun of
She
him.
was great. Don't boo her. She was she was a really good friend to me.
Smart guy, though. You said, too, he was smart, right?
Yeah, National Honor Society.
I got a question. All right. I got a question for Dusty and Andy. Let's say you two are going out, you're clubbing, you're hanging out, and you gotta go to the bathroom. What bathroom do you guys use?
I could answer that.
Yeah.
We would go to whichever one was accessible. I don't care.
Doesn't matter?
Or depends on how short your skirt is. You can go whichever.
Either one, it wouldn't matter.
Okay. We're going to take a break right now. Before we go, I'm going to give you a little tease, a little taste of what's coming up, a little reason to sit through all these commercials. Check out this. Look at this geeky picture. Okay? Now, you want to see what he looks like now? Okay, you ready? Here he is. Okay? And he is reuniting with an old friend he hasn't seen in 17 years. That would be the minister. Hello? We'll be right back. Here's some music.
Does your teen or adult child want a paternity test to determine who his or her father is? Or are you an adult or teen who wants to know who your father is? If you want to DNA test someone to see if he's really your father, call 312-836-9453.
Come to a live taping of The Jenny Jones Show.
Somebody lied to you, sister. You need to sit yourself down.
Call 312-836-9485.
Oh, yeah, we're back. Now, here's an old picture of our next guest, Jarvy, okay? We showed you that picture before. Now, when Jarvy looked like this, he says people used to call him Beanpole, Brillo Head, Twig. He used to go to church all the time just to find some peace. I'm not sure they'd let him in today. Here's Jarvy. Come on out here. Jarvy. Hey, Jarvy.
How you doing?
So are you fighting back for being not accepted when you were younger?
Maybe.
Yeah?
Maybe. Kinda.
Are you more accepted now?
Yeah, believe it or not.
Okay. Is there any reason why you're carrying the head?
It's the last person that didn't pay for a tattoo in my shop. I get my money now.
Okay. So you're a tattoo artist by profession.
Yep.
And they called you Brillo Pad, all these names, Burrhead,
Oh, yeah.
Beanpole?
Yeah,
Okay.
I caught them all.
Okay. How did you dress, though, when you were in school?
I kind of look like Greg Brady, as strange as that might sound.
We got some pictures. Let's go back a little ways. Look at these. It's so cute.
Well, they got all the good ones.
Okay, that's before, and I think this is the beginning of the after. See the picture? You were religious growing up, right?
Oh, yeah, very much
Isn't that how you met your friend? Jeff is backstage.
Yeah, that's how I met him. We were in youth group together in our church and everything, and I haven't seen him like 17 years.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
Do you know what he does now?
Oh, yeah, I know he's a minister.
He's a minister, yeah. Okay, why don't you go back, because I'm not sure he's ready for you just yet. Go back behind the door. Take tattoos on your, do you do your own tattoos?
The ones I can get to.
Okay, well, that's good enough. Go ahead, backstage. We don't want to know. I don't want to know where they are. Okay. Now, Jeff hasn't seen Jarvy in close to 17 years. Jeff is backstage. He says that Jarvy was tall and skinny and pretty average looking, and probably still is tall and skinny and pretty average looking. He's a minister today. Welcome, Jeff. What did you guys used to do when you hung out together? You go to church together, we know that,
Yeah,
right?
we went to church. His mom used to cook in a diner uptown. We used to go up there and eat. She'd fix cheap food for us all the time. And we used to hang out. We were in classes together some at school. And
did you always plan to be a minister?
Yeah, pretty much.
Did you? Do you know what he was going to be doing when he grew up or when he got older?
I have no idea.
No idea? Okay. Well, he does something a little unusual for a living, and he looks a little different. Look at this before picture. This is how you probably remember Jarvy. It's been 17 years. You haven't seen him for 17 years. He's right behind you out there. Come on out here, Jarvy.
How you doing, Jeffrey?
How are you? Good.
17 years is a lifetime. How does he look to you?
Different.
Did you ever expect this is where he was going to go in life? Or?
No.
He works as a tattoo artist.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yep. You got any tattoos?
No, I don't.
I didn't think so.
I got some space for some, though.
Oh, yeah?
We can work on that. We can take care of that.
Customer, then. You know, you got to pay your bill, though, if you get a tattoo.
I have to pay him?
Yeah.
I thought I had connections.
Well, maybe you did. Maybe you did. Let's see what we can do.
Hey, how does Jeff look? How does Jeff look after 17
Actually,
years?
Jeff looks pretty much about the same.
Same, yeah?
Yeah, he hasn't changed a whole
better?
Well,
if you saw Jarvy walking down the street, would you be afraid?
No.
That wouldn't scare you?
Wouldn't bother.
I mean, I live on the East Coast, so.
Oh, that explains. Okay. That explains it. Let's see another old picture, by the way. This is Debbie. This is an old picture of Debbie, who says that back then she was like wallpaper. She just blended in. She would never be accused of just blending in now. Let's see the new Debbie. Everybody okay? Are you all right? You're going to tell her she has a run in her stocking. Don't tell me.
Why you in it? You got runs all in your stockings. I mean,
don't
what's
you
the
like
purpose
them?
of dressing like that? I mean, is there something wrong?
No.
Something wrong?
Oh, I dress like this all the time. I even go to the grocery store like this.
How do you get the stockings? Do you actually rip them to do that, or you just wear them until?
I just rip them like this.
Okay. And we got to remind you of some pictures. Let's go back to some pictures of Debbie, okay? Because this is a pretty big change. This is some younger pictures of Debbie. She goes from that to sort of this and then here. Okay. So you were shy, never got attention, just blended away to everything. And this is your way of getting attention you never got, right?
Yeah, I never talked to anybody in high school. I was scared to. But now I'll go in the shopping mall or something, and I'll go up to somebody and I'll just hiss at them, you know?
You do. Now you haven't seen Shannon for about a year and a half or so, and you're 26, so you started this a little later. Then some of our guests. Why don't you go backstage so she can just walk around and go through that blue door. Don't catch your stocking now on the door. Okay. It's been... Shannon is backstage. She went to high school with Debbie. She says back then Debbie had blonde hair but was very, very plain. Please welcome Shannon. Hey, Shannon. So how would you describe Debbie back in school? I mean, her style, her sense of style, or was there any? Or
She was very plain. She wore T-shirts and jeans. She never really drew much attention to herself. She didn't take much pride in her appearance. She didn't wear makeup. She pretty much kept to herself.
And never wanted attention?
No.
Okay, well, I think she's going to be attracting a little attention now. She's right behind you. It's been about a year and a half. Debbie, come on out.
Wow.
So what do you
like it? It's very different. Wow.
Black lipstick?
Yep.
Huh? Black lipstick?
My nails.
Yeah.
Look aren't they cute?
Yeah.
And studs on your wrists and...
She can't even talk. She's
Yeah.
so freaked out.
We'll let you catch your breath. We'll take a break. When we come back, she says her friend went from Oxford shirts and pleated pants to fishnets and glitter, and the new look disgusts her. We'll meet her in a moment.
1, 2, 3. You'll never see these fashions on the runways of Paris.
Has it always been your fantasy to look like the Energizer Bunny?
On Jenny Jones.
Friday. Are you upset because your teen daughter dresses way too sexy for her age? If you're tired of seeing your teen daughter in tight skirts, Daisy Dukes, bra tops, and see-through clothes, give us a call at 312-836-9459.
Sort of a nerdy high school kid or a geeky kid in school and you've gone basically from geek to freak, would like to come on the show and show yourself off to some old friend, 312-832-4180 is the number. Our next guest here is Michelle. She has actually watched as her friend Christine has transformed from a prep to a freak in just 6 months, and she hasn't enjoyed the change one bit. She goes away like for a summer?
She went away for a summer. She came back to school because we'd all planned to live together. I live with 5 other girls, and she's one of them. And she came back to school. She was 3 days late, and my father was helping me set up my room. And we were all like, where's Christine? Where's Christine? What's Christine doing? A knock on my door. There's Christine, black, everything, black. My dad was like, you live with this girl? He couldn't believe it. He was like,
we have some
flipping
before.
out.
We'll show you the before pictures. We have 5 before pictures before you see what she looks like now. Take a look at these. This goes back. Look at this preppy. This is such a preppy look with the riding pants. Okay. All right.
She's gorgeous.
In 6 months, she went from that to this. Here's Christine. This was like, you just go away and come back, and you look like this.
This was a good transformation. Look at me.
You think you look better?
I look so much better.
Okay. Let's do a split screen. We'll do a split screen. Watch the monitors here in the studio. We'll do a split screen of the old Christine and the new Christine.
Oh my God.
She says she looks better. Anybody agree? That's okay if you agree. Okay?
Oh yeah.
What happened? What brought this on?
You know, it was kind of, well, gradual as much as the summer can be, but I met this guy, started off with a little tattooage, and now...
You got tattoos too?
Just a little one, no big deal, but that's how it started.
We got 3 of the new Christine. Take a look at these.
Oh, that's a good one.
The better Christine, according to her.
I want to know, what do you guys put on your driver's license? Blue hair?
That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah.
I lied about my weight. My eye colors are the same.
What do you do for eye color?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wear I have white, green, purple,
Yeah.
all different colors. It says green because they're green naturally.
Okay. Is that spiky collar like pointy and
You
painful?
want to try it on?
No.
Are you sure?
No, no.
Oh, come on.
No, we'll be right back. We'll be right back. I was not going to wear the spike collar, and Dusty said it's either that or the high heels. So I took the spike collar, much more comfortable than the heels. Suddenly I feel like wearing more makeup, though. I don't know what it is. Take a look at what my next guest looked like growing up, okay? His name is Billy. Now, Billy says he was always teased about those glasses you see in the picture, but times have changed, and now Billy says he has finally found a look that is more comfortable for him. And here's what he looks like now, Billy. So, did you get made fun of in school?
Oh, all the time.
Did you get made fun of now?
Not really.
No?
Kind of
Is
do my
that,
own thing.
is this hair color, did you dye your hair purple?
Yeah.
It's purple? Okay. So you got picked on at school. What did you wear? Were you wearing like different clothes than other kids or what?
My mom dressed me, so. It was pretty nerdy clothes. I mean.
Did she make the clothes or is that it?
No,
she just
picked them out.
She picked them. You were on the honor roll, right? I mean, smart student.
Yeah, I was on the honor roll. I was doing really good in school, but people made fun of me all the time.
Glasses, too. When you wear glasses, kids always pick on you for glasses. We have some pictures, I think about 3 before pictures here. This is the former Billy. Good. Here's the after look. Okay. Sometimes you paint your face and sometimes you don't, right?
Exactly.
Okay, sometimes you feel like a nut. Okay, we're gonna... Stephanie's waiting to see you. Why don't you go behind the door? We're gonna hide you for a second. She has not seen Billy in just over a year. They went to school together, by the way, and she says that he was the kind of kid who just was left out of the in crowd, and she's here today to see him again. Here's Stephanie. So Billy was an outcast in school, huh?
Yes, definitely.
Why was he? Something physically about him, or what was it?
He dressed real plain, khaki pants, button-down shirts, these wire girl frame glasses.
Girly glasses?
Yes.
Yeah. We'll show you a picture. See if you remember. This is the way you remember Billy. Here's one of his before pictures. Okay,
Yep.
You know he looks a little different. You might not know just how different he looks. Take a look behind the door. Billy, come back out. So what do you think of the hair and the stuff?
Definitely different.
Yeah. What's permanent there? What's in your chin? I'm seeing a little reflection.
It's a spike.
Implanted?
No, it's pierced.
Oh, okay. I mean, but it's through the skin.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you ever think this was going to be what he's going to wind up looking like?
Not at all.
Can you get a job now, or what?
It's hard.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I'll find something eventually.
Honor roll student to what? Unemployed?
Yeah.
Okay, well, there is a price to pay sometimes. When we come back from break, our band will play their new song, Color of Her Hair, right after this. You've been listening to Eric Hamilton Band, and now here they are to play Color of Her Hair.
1, 2, 3.
Such a question. Well, have I seen your baby lately? Yes, I have. I gotta tell you that I've seen her running around. Did you ask me if these are lies that you've been hearing? I don't know, 'cause she's running with a lonesome on the crazy side of town. Change the color of her hair, change the color of her She's running wild, you still want it. Ain't you a fool? But she's running with a lonesome on the crazy side of town. Oh, she changed the color of her hair, changed the color of her eyes, put on wild clothes, stayed out all night. She don't love you, she loves the night. She changed the color of her hair, she loves the night. She changed the color of her eyes, she loves the night. She changed the color of her hair, she loves the night. She changed the color of her eyes. Thank you very much.
Hey, by the way, if you were sort of a geek or nerd in school and now you look more like Andy or Dusty, give us a call. We'll put you on the show, 312-832-4180. Thank you to all our guests. And just on a personal note, if your friends change like this, if they look a little different, if still the same people on the inside, it really shouldn't matter in the end. Thanks again to our band. By the way, Eric Hamilton Band has a new CD. It's out in stores right now. It's called Keep the Change. Thank you very much, guys. Thanks for watching.
Neighborhood thug stole and wrecked her bike, and now she wants payback. It's High Gear full reaction on Judge Judy up next, followed by Fox 4 News at noon.